today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 66 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
Baker Mayfield in at quarterback.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
The 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Mayfield's pass.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Second and 6. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So that one will be accepted. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Rams, nothing.
They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts. Couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need firework.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll come out in the pistol. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and goal.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. The Giants who pick up the victory at home. 31-7, the final score. From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 33-14, the final score. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now a carry here for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And goal to go.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing line...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and some room to roam now. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
26-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a close first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete. That's third.
Now Mayfield. He's got Adams on the hookup. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Mayfield's pass complete. Fumbled on the play.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The football going back over to Arizona now. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
All day, every day, any day. Check, check.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cards, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.